Welcome to my life on a GLP1. I'm your host, Scott Johnson, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Sarah. Today we're diving into some pretty mind-blowing insights about what these medications really do beyond just the numbers on the scale.
And before we jump in, let me just set the scene for our listeners. Today we are talking about not just a weight loss story, but some of the shocking shifts and changes that nobody really talks about.
Absolutely. And I think that's what makes these revelations so compelling. It's not just talking about losing X number of pounds or fitting into smaller clothes. It's hard to describe what it feels like to suddenly have agency over your own thoughts and behaviors.
Hey Scott, you have told me the story about standing in the cereal aisle with Lucky Charms and having this profound moment. Tell us about it.
Oh my God, yes. I found myself in the cereal aisle at the grocery store, having what I can only describe as a philosophical debate with a box of Lucky Charms. For 20 minutes, I stood there holding that colorful box, waiting for the usual wave of guilt and shame to wash over me. But it never came. Instead, I just thought, nah, I'm good, put it back, and walked away feeling normal. That moment made me realize something profound. GLP-1 medications had not just changed my eating habits, they had completely rewired how I see myself.
Oh, that mental chatter. The one that's constantly thinking about food, shame, what you should or shouldn't eat. I never realized how loud it was until it got quieter.
And what's fascinating is how that mental quiet translates into physical energy, too. I find myself waking up earlier, actually wanting to exercise, having the motivation to clean my house.
It's like when your brain stops spending 80% of its processing power on food decisions, all that energy gets redirected into actually living your life.
Right. And I have all this mental energy for other things. I have rediscovered forgotten hobbies and getting creative again. Sarah, what did you rediscover when your brain wasn't consumed by food thoughts?
Photography! I hadn't picked up my camera in years and suddenly I'm out there taking pictures again. But here's what's really wild. The confidence changes. I find myself speaking up more in meetings, making eye contact with strangers in public. It's like you start showing up as yourself instead of hiding.
And the relationship changes go even deeper than that. I will even say that some friendships shifted, some for the better, but some relationships were built around commiserating about food and weight. When you stop participating in that dance, you realize how much of your social connections were actually centered around shared struggles.
I have found dinner parties and food-focused gatherings becoming complicated. I've definitely had some awkward moments trying to explain why I'm not eating much without getting into the whole GLP-1 conversation.
Oh, the dinner party thing is so real. But let's talk about the emotional roller coaster of becoming your best self. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes it's actually overwhelming to realize how much you are holding yourself back.
Some people feel grief for the years they spent struggling with weight and food issues. Others experience anxiety about maintaining their progress or worry about how others perceive their changes. These emotional responses are completely normal.
And here's the kicker. In the end, it's a beautiful realization that you're not becoming a different person. You're reconnecting with your authentic self. Like, this person was always there, just buried under years of food noise and shame cycles.
Yes, that feels so important because this isn't just about reaching some destination weight, it's about the whole transformation happening along the way.
Remember that the physical changes are just the tip of the iceberg. The real magic happens when you start reconnecting with who you really are underneath all that food chatter.
Scott, I have to say, we've been getting so many messages from listeners sharing their own breakthrough moments like this. The cereal aisle epiphany, the restaurant revelation, the shopping without shame. There's this whole community of people experiencing these profound shifts that go way beyond the physical. So keep the messages coming and please don't forget to give us a like or a 5-star rating wherever you stream your podcasts. Tell us, Scott, any additional shocking truths you have discovered along your journey.
Every person responds differently to GLP-1 medications, both physically and emotionally. Some people notice psychological changes within weeks of starting treatment, while others find that mental and emotional shifts develop more gradually alongside physical changes. When you have some more personal time, I hope you will visit our website at mylifeonglp1.com or get yourself a copy of my new book on Amazon. But take a moment when looking in the mirror. That reflection looking back at you, that is not just a smaller version of who you used to be. That is the truest, most authentic version of who you have always been. I'm Scott Johnson, along with Sarah, reminding you to always remember, folks, love your journey.